Now, Trump is already doing what he does. And oh yeah, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tap your best friend on the shoulder and say, look at this. And don't forget to join my Patreon, which is Carcino for Life, which is going to be real interesting, to say the least. Now, let's get into this. President-elect number 47, Donald Trump, is already shaking the apple cart by naming people and including people into his own personal group. Trump has got it all rolling. Oh yeah, he's not slowing down. Yep, Matt Gaetz, as the AG, has really rocked the world and really shocked a lot of people with his anti-Semitic remarks that he's made over the years. The man does not seem to be as diverse as anything you could find, and to get Gaetz and name him as the Attorney General. First of all, it has to be approved. I just don't see him getting approved. But for him to go ahead and say, hey, this is our guy, it's going to raise some questions. A lot of people are not going to be happy with it. Yeah, Matt Gaetz's face just looks crooked. He just looks wicked. Nothing. I would expect nothing positive to come from that guy. Then you put RFK Jr. in charge of health. Shoot, everybody in his family died. They got a curse over them, and you put him over health? Well, they weren't dying over health, I'll tell you that. Kennedys actually do live a long time if they actually don't get killed. Oh man, no, Kamala had no chance of winning. See, this wouldn't have happened if Kamala got there. She had no chance of winning. Really, what was she supposed to do? She was supposed to campaign the white men. So white, racist, misogynistic men are supposed to say, hey, you know what? We got a black or colored person, and she's a female, running for president. I think I'm going to go with that vote. They look at Trump and says, he's white. Hey, he's a misogynist. Oh yeah, he checked my boxes. I think I got right what I need right here. That's my guy. Dude, Trump could wipe out 45 people in front of them. Trump could wipe out 45 people right there in front of them. Bang, 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 bang. They could watch him do it. And they'll be like, dude, he just took out 45 people. And you don't know what those people have done. Huh? Why are you always judging people? There's something wrong with you. Those guys probably deserved it. And what about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and Obama? How do we know they haven't killed 45 people in front of people? Dude, you're not going to change those people's minds. You're not going to change those people's minds. Their mind is made up. It's not based on logic. It's not based on look at the facts. It's based on their ideals. If they're a white, racist, misogynistic person, why am I campaigning to you? You're not gonna fit or understand the agenda. I'm not gonna walk up to them to try to get them to change their minds. No, if I work on this guy, I'm pretty sure he's gonna believe and that I'm just a good person. He just needs to be around us more and get him to care. That'd be care. I want to hit him with a shovel. Can't do that. Why waste my time with him? That's the whole purpose of the situation. I'm so damn sleepy, I thought I was on One Crack News. No, because the world doesn't know what it doesn't know. It's always somebody trying to get something for nothing. So this was all the backdoor deals that was done. RFK Jr. for coming over to the Republican side and having the 2% people vote for him. This was his reward. They said, come on down. And this is what we got for you. If you come on down and join the party right now, this is what you're going to get. So they laid it all out for him and said, this is what you're going to get. This is what we got for you. Because you're our president. And we trust you. So they cut deals. All the people helped them get in there. So all them Republicans that helped them to win, I sincerely like to thank you. Because now he got the world in the palm of his hands. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. But all of these new black Republicans, let me talk to y'all for a minute. To the new black Republicans, if you don't make more than $40,000 a year, guess what? Nothing's gonna change for you. If you don't make more than $50,000, guess what? Nothing's gonna change for you. It's not gonna get better. You're not gonna get a write-off. You're not getting any of it. Sorry. I know. You thought this was something in it for you. This was just the beginning. There is something at the end of the rainbow. Exclusively. Just for you. Because you was good. What do you have that would turn the tide for you being a Republican? For the new black Republicans. Do you have real estate? Do you have 401k? Do you have savings and retirement plans? What do you have in place? Just asking. Your vote is your vote. I'm just saying. I just hope you get something out of it. Kamala had a plan. It just came too late. And does Trump have a plan? All he said is, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to stop that, I'm going to stop that, I'm going to bring everything back. And you guys start cheering. So if that's the plan, that must be what you want. But back to what? You do realize you can't go back, right? There's nothing you can do to go backwards. Nothing is going to change. You cannot go backwards. Tell them, show enough. Nothing you're going to be able to do to go backwards. There is no change. What is done is done. Now the Jewish community is getting ready to go against Trump now because they don't want Getz in there because of his anti-Semitic remarks. He can talk about any other group, but don't talk about their group. And the things he said about their group, they're not feeling it. Not feeling it one bit. That's why it's always in play. Save the country. Are you nuts? Am I the meanest? Oh yeah, it's back on Netflix too. By the way. And don't forget to hit the like button. Back in the mix. Now, why would they guarantee RFJ health control? So the Food Administration, everything is going to be under his control. That's very alarming. That's raising some weird questions. But Gatz as Attorney General, that's a nightmare for people. I don't know how that guy got elected, looking like that. That dude looked like the devil if I've ever seen one. If you ever seen somebody look like the devil, that's him. Of course, Rubio was a terrible pick. Why would anybody choose anything other than? Rubio is a lunatic. But these are the people that back Donald Trump. It just shows you how many racist and misogynistic people, one, live in Florida, two, in politics. Not to say the Democrats are any better, but just know what you're voting for when you vote. Well, I figure that you vote for what benefits you. I never criticize you for voting, but some people vote off emotion. There are black, misogynistic people who just feel like I don't like her anyway. She make me sick. So, it's just like sometimes you vote for your own demise. Know what in the world you're voting for when you vote. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to get involved, but do it the right way. Right. Invoke your own terms. But think. Don't think in a collective group. You surround yourself with people that have the same ideals as you. Yeah, you can. But what I'm saying is, it's best to think. No. What others want to what other people want to do is to lash out and throw shade at everything that's going on. That's the madness that's going on with the politics. Mm. There's only so much people are going to be able to do. And once they can't do it, then, everybody turns on you. Everybody turns on you. They don't care. Do you think these people care about they're going to vote for who they want to vote for? They're going to put in office who they want. Biden looked like he was okay to be with Trump at that meeting more than anybody I've ever seen. He was so happy to be there with Joe Biden and his wife. Look at Trump. Trump and Joe. You would never know he was talking all that crap about Joe. Sleepy Joe. Look at Sleepy Joe. He's at the wheel. Sleepy Joe. Right, they were all friends before. He wasn't friends with Kamala. He ain't know her at all. Yeah, that was his buddy. Now they back buddies again. If you want to talk about racists, well, look no further than what you got in front of you. Joe Biden has already proven what he was. before he switched it up because he wanted to run for president. So you got to understand something. The more they change the story, the more they flip things around to make it sound different than what it is. Everyone has a right to vote for whoever they want. But people think we're headed to a new world order. What is going to be the first agenda? The country is at war. Tensions are upheld. Prolonged battles are taking place. Is China a friend or an enemy? Hit the like button, y'all. They're already starting. They already starting. Hit the like button. I'm going to tell you what to expect. See, it's international diplomacy. That's what's going to be the obstacle. Because now Trump's got to change the economy around fast before he's inaugurated and put into the White House again. First thing they do is got to have something on the table that's going to appease the American people. So fixing the economy, stopping a war, things of that nature will have to come front line and center. Now that he's the president for the next 4 years and the Republicans are running things for 4 years, a lot of things are going to stop. You know, and when you start bringing these people in that started radical change about trans informers getting benefits for operations and all of these things about kids, 9-year-olds learning about same-sex marriages, it's like most parents in this world don't agree that these are the type of things that their children should be learning in a classroom. They don't agree with it. So, with the change in power, Trump's back in the office. You're going to see some self-interested countries make real decisions and push back. Those who are going to be using their power to upset the arrangements that's put in place. People saying the peace is going to be broken now that Trump's here. And the contours of what he's thinking. But will you hold Trump responsible if these promises aren't kept? Well, the burden and the equality of, let's say, consistently, regularly putting American taxpayer support a defense of a spending ratio of the GDP is that 3.5% to 4%, while others, including a direct line of fire to China and Russia, are spending closer to 2%. He thinks that's unfair. And he wants things to be equal. Well, he thinks that sharing the burden would be equal.
World's leading sponsor of terrorism to possess the planet's most dangerous weapons.
The Middle East was the area of the greatest success in Trump's first term. As you say, the Abraham Accords were historic peace agreements with Israel and a number of its Arab and North African neighbours. And Israel's support was very strong, which made it secure and confident. But the other big missing ingredient was Trump was very tough on Iran. Now, Biden spent 4 years trying to seduce Iran and released the sanctions on it, which gave it billions and billions and billions, tens of billions of dollars more revenue than it otherwise would have had, which it spent on armaments for Hamas and Hezbollah and the Houthis and its other proxies in the region. So you can say, really, Biden's failure of deterrence was everywhere, with Russia, with China, with Iran. And the attacks on Israel, I think were not morally the fault of Biden, but were a consequence of Iran being in power. Now, Trump is going to be very tough on Iran, very strong in his support of Israel. I don't think he'll help Israel bomb Iran's nuclear assets. I don't think he'll send Americans to help them, but he might empower Israel to do it itself.
And that's where things are going to change as far as democracy and diplomacy. Trump has a more dictatorship way of running the president of the United States, where Biden wants to go in and put on a show and go talk and basically work behind the scenes with the people who are the enemies of America. That's what the appearance looked like. Now, well, there was an Iran nuclear deal, which was kind of, caught up with sanctions when Iran was trying to do it. And Trump was very aggressive in stopping that. The Trump administration and the Iranian leadership was, they were targeting Trump as well as his advisors. They were trying to take him out and said that, Israel had to give Israel the green light to go after Iran's nuclear facilities. And that's different than Kamala Harris' campaign. They wanted to entertain the idea of wanting to point out that this presidency is really emphasizing a peace structure through strength. And the idea is that the United States is not going to be running around the world hyperactive and using its force of the military and power, as a dictatorship. In other words, they don't want them to become the empire. And Trump is the emperor, and he's sending Darth Vader to go around and rule the galaxy. So they don't want that. So to prevent that, what they're saying is, hey, oh no. The Iran regime, they have a history of acrimony, and it doesn't mean that they're going to be cavalier in terms of a new war or something like that, but they may already be on to something, because if you recall, Israel, as you know, in retaliation for the October 1st ballistic missile attack thing, where the Iranian military targeted them on October 26th. And ever since, we've been expecting Iran to reply military force against Israel. And this was particularly the case after the election. And yet Donald Trump has won. And you will have heard as much as this, this could change any minute. But as far as that go, it's very much unrest with Iran and, Israel. So, well, Iran knows Trump is going to take over in the next few months. They've arrested some men who were plotting to try to take out Trump. Then allegedly they were from Iran. But with our own country and our own government, we have to question information that we get because most of it's like WWE. Well, all you do is try to pray for people. You pray that the government finds its way back to the fold of what it used to be. You pray for those things. It's been, what, 1,000 days since Russia invaded in Ukraine, and with Donald Trump returning to the White House, there's going to be a dramatic shift, and I don't know how Zelensky is going to survive with, Ukraine being out of Russia's league. Now, why is Russia invading Ukraine? Ukraine, since they've been independent from Russia, they have sustained quite a much, their own power. They have some of the best soil on the land in Ukraine, better drinking water, everything. They can grow food, crops of food, way better than in Russia. So Russians would go to Ukraine to get the food and the supplies, and now Russia's like, screw that. You guys are coming back under the fold. It's going to be one umbrella. It's all Russia. Well, we got to deal with the Ukraine and pay them this and that and tax. F that. We're taking it over. We're taking things back to the Soviet Union. We're going to unite all these countries again. These people are like, nope, we want to be independent. We don't want to be a part of that government. Yes, they have a lot of minerals and things that are very valuable, but Russia needs that for its infrastructure to negotiate with other countries. So having Ukraine under their umbrella is one main factoid. Now, by them housing these people from the Ukraine, Poland has gotten on Russia's bad side and sticking their nose in their business, in other words. But Trump wants to say, hey, no war with Poland. Hold it off till I'm at least in office, and then I'll try to, negotiate a peaceful surrender of Ukraine to Russia, which is going to cause a lot of Ukrainians here in the United States to freak out. Well, Russia spent a lot of money fighting this war. A lot of people believe China is backing Russia in this war because the United States is fighting them on the Taiwan situation, which is pissing them off. So it's already, the countries are at war. And it's crazy out here. Mm-hmm. America don't need to waste money for these conflicts, though. Well, see, here's the thing. Sometimes they do. You just don't understand why they have to do it. Because they have to do it because these other countries basically bail the United States out for things. The United States need this done. Oh, this country's going to bail them out. Well, what about this? Yep, going to get bailed out again. Everything's in a melting pot, and it's getting ready to blow. So when you see the melting pot getting ready to blow, then this is the fallout from it. I've seen a lot of things go left just because of political connections, ideals. Other people don't want to be a party. And will China get along good with Trump now? They didn't before when he hit them with tariffs. And the United States, a lot of costs went up because of the tariffs. It was really hard to basically the fishing market because China was like, okay, you want to play with us? So all the crawfish and everything in the market, the fishermen, they were making it real hard for you to get certain foods like shrimping and things of that nature. Man, it was very expensive with those tariffs that Trump was playing with. China's like, we can go all day. So the new world order is going to be the new world reshaping. I'm not happy with Trump's cabinet that he's picking. So he picked a chick that he wants to sleep with. This what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard. Well, that's the woman that said Syria is not a threat to the United States. That was back in 2019. I'm like, they're not. She had a meeting with Assad in Syria, and I think it was January in 2017. And I don't know what happened in that meeting, but she was just like, they're not a threat to the United States. And that man that she sat down with had used chemical weapons on his own people. Well, here's the thing. Tulsi Gabbard's nomination is a national security risk. She has no qualifications as an intelligence personnel or professional, literally none. She has no qualifications for the job. So if you're going to be a DNI, it's like, are you kidding? This was a Democrat turned loyalist. Well, the thing is that if you listen to Bolton was his national security advisor the last time Trump was president. And he's even like surprised with this nomination from her because he see that like, whoa, come on now. Now we're getting silly. Well, she's unfit professionally and she's lacking moral characteristics that you would need to hold that kind of a job. And that thing will blow up in their face quicker than anything you've ever seen. It'll go up like nitroglycerin. Is Trump sleeping with her? Probably. Is Trump sleeping with her? Probably. This is a misogynistic human being. You think he cares about this woman? You think she's there because she's the most qualified for the job? He's gonna be like, he's a friend of a friend, and for the country, he really likes your boobs, and if you could wear that dress that kind of hikes your boobs up a little bit. These guys have been in the desert for 7, 8 months straight. They haven't seen another one. Can you make them happy? Make America proud. Go ahead. Make America great again. Go in there and have a conference with them for a couple hours. Oh, the sex scandal won't come out till about, 3, 4 more years that her and Trump are sleeping together. It could come out in the press and everything. It'd be Trump is sleeping with that woman. It'd be so good. Good for him. Shoot, she's hot. He's ass. Yeah. What's wrong with that? He's married. So, let it been a Democrat. Look at Fannie Willis sleeping with that guy. I'm outraged. Isn't he married? It's disgusting. I'm telling you, man, I swear it's a double standard on every single thing going on. Oh, border security. Yeah, we're going to increase border security, right? Yeah, we're going to see about that. Hmm. I don't know what it is tonight. Everything gone crazy. So, yes, I will do my movie review for Red One. I did see Red One. So I will do my movie review for that. I will put out the Patreon video that's going to blow your mind with Gilbert Arenas and Shaq's wife and his baby mom, Shaq's ex-wife. All this stuff is blowing up. Huge. Well, Donald Trump had 5 selections for his office, so nobody really cared about anything other than. Mm. Yeah, well, the FBI would have some pushback on those things. That's what people do now. Uh, Elizabeth Warren. She said. She said a co-host for the Fox and Friends is not fit for the job. I tried to tell y'all, like, she is not. She's gonna be a Secretary of Defense. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? A co-host from Fox and Friends Weekend is not going to be what they think. If I ran for office, I wouldn't get one vote. I might get three. They're gonna be, and he got 3 votes, but boy, would I shake the world up. I'd be dodging bullets as soon as I get off the stage. Well, they lost a lot of votes too. When they brought in, like, they can't really say to nothing, the Democrats, because they had this going on with the whatever in the world this is. Democrats any votes. So other people from other countries are going to sit down and have a conversation with that man. I mean, Elon Musk, I'm like, come on, man. This is. It's like, look what he did for Tesla. Look what he did for. I'm like, Elon Musk is. He's too much of a radical, emotional person to be putting in part. It's like Trump get all of these emotional people who are reactionary, and they all got all the jobs. Those are the most dangerous people to have. Well, we gonna see. So anyway, let me get back to work. Thank y'all for hollering at me. Appreciate y'all time. I thought I was on One Crack News. That's how tired I am. Working non-stop, man. So let me get back to it. Deuces.